In Ides Elysiae, I crossed paths with Cyrene and reconnected with Skrulum and Herta. They revealed that the world-bearing core flame must be secured in the world's next cycle. But Lycus would stand in our way. Only with the power of the law could we hope to oppose him. We returned to the era of the first Flame Chase journey, where we met the Flame Chase heroes of old, including the monarch Seridra, the Chrysos heir of law, and Hycealids, the Chrysos heir of the ocean, who served her. To ignite law, we needed to overcome Fagusa, who had sealed the vortex. However, we discovered at the rallying feast before the battle that Lycus had already forged a pact with the reigning Seridra. During our clash, I was cast out of this world, and Seridra broke her alliance with Lycus. Guided by Herta's hints, I obtained the Garden of Recollection's aid and left Lycus's cage. Within the path space, a mysterious guest bearing the likeness of March 7th, Evernight, appeared with the world-bearing core flame and sent me back to Amphorius. While I was away, 1,000 years had passed in Amphorius. Amidst the desolation of Akama, Cyrene left behind memories of a long war between the Chrysos heirs and Lycus. Their sacrifices laid the groundwork for my return, and with it, the Era Nova. In the illusions of Styxia, the tales of Hycealids and the first Flame Chase journey were unveiled to me. Hycealids, who had been waiting in the ocean's depths, led me to the vortex. There, Lycus emerged, revealing his true identity. Genius Society Number 1, Xandar. Hycealids and I couldn't stand against Xandar alone. But the geniuses and Cyrene acted just in time, wielding the power of the remembrance to drive him back. I successfully reversed the course of the Era Nova, delaying the birth of Iron Tomb. However, another force now seems to be stirring.
Those moments spent anchored in quiet harbors, I miss them as I miss fleeting foams.
I'm finally here. Once I return this core flame and become the world-bearing demigod, the cycles of Amphorius' tragedy can finally end. This Era Nova will be the arena for the final battle with Iron Tomb. But I still feel like something's not right.
Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future.
Oh, weird. No one ever mentioned this. The core flame of time. When did it get returned?
You used Memoria to resist me. But did you not consider the possibility that the Remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well?
Are you saying the Garden of Recollection is also getting involved in this unsavory mess? Then I welcome them. If the Memo Keepers can disrupt your little experiment of destruction, I'll give them a standing ovation.
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact, the Memo Snatchers will be more of a hindrance to you. The Memo Keepers covet Amphorius's secrets, just as they covet the knowledge of every genius. In the war between the eons, the Remembrance is never the erudition's ally.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction either. Right now, following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Amphorius. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire to survive will unite them against a common enemy.
How can you be certain that these powers don't have their own end goals, waiting to seize an advantage in the war among the eons? The war has long begun, Screwlum. 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and the destruction is only one of them. Polka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she founded Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the 2 inorganic emperors, they could have ascended to the throne of destruction, but they were thwarted by the Eon's plots and became prisoners of the erudition instead. What's interesting is, while the second emperor had a body made of flesh and blood, he considered himself an inorganic being. Guess who was the one who influenced his thinking?
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
Trapped. Yes, looking back, when Xandar was a human, he often felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon because of this. I've always waited for so long. What's a bit more waiting? You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed thousands of amber eras.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking, and we were never going to expand your thinking through words. Since we've reached an impasse in this debate.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Anaxagoras. Ah, I see.
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think.
Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it?
I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran. And in the flame chase journey that he experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like reading a book. Then, I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment and use the truth to end this long debate. And just as always, I'll leave the audience speechless.
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years?
This universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the erudition and plan all of this within Amphorius. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my assessment of the experiment. Perhaps there was more than just one oversight.
More than just one?
I underestimated the Remembrance's methods. A third party is about to join our discussion. Still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten something, haven't we?
Miss Cyrene disappeared.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear. Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me, even though I am an uninvited guest. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition, so that way, other people can't interrupt us. She's nowhere. It looks like you still aren't prepared for the worst. Your friend March 7th is no more. It's just like what she predicted. The truth shook you, just like she said it would. March 7th entered this world long before you and Dan Heng arrived at Amphorius. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. It isn't easy to deceive a genius, but I can do it. I'll now answer your other question, about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle. The answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting and I'll be able to open the way for the remembrance and reach this place. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted friend. And now, I shall claim the divine authority of time. I already told you, she no longer exists. But you still have a chance to fix everything. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in the inner workings of this world. You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World-Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the Genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, I'll be lending it just a touch more help. Let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, we'll be able to complete an Era Nova that this world has never before seen. It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten, and who deserves to be remembered. With your memories as the base material, I will recreate the cause and effect of this world, and let a flawless Amphorius be born from the chaos. Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then this is the best way to ensure everything works out. It will most certainly defeat the destruction, while composing an unforgettable chapter for the Trailblaze. You're right. I'm not her. But our hearts are closely intertwined. Besides, that's what March 7th wanted. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish was for the Trailblaze's journey to continue, without an end. I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely see each other again in that new world. So come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest. So much time. Just the two of us. And guess what? You cannot refuse my invitation. Because this Memoria Tide comes from your companion, March 7th. It's her deepest and innermost memory.
Well, I'm not actually all that surprised. I saw you ages ago, after all. It was on that night when a certain Knight of Beauty dropped by uninvited to the Astral Express. That was when you showed up, without even saying anything.
Huh. I see. Then Do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphorius? That's gonna be tough to answer. 97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. Unperceived by all. But I can't just do nothing. This world is super terrifying. He and Don Hong have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now. And they too will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely.
They are all humans who got lured into this place. But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew. That's so cruel. Did the Memo Snatchers do that? I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal. There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphorius had remained undiscovered for so long. Anyway, back to our initial
Кто подкатывает и
topic.
клеится?
You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or any hidden powers I might have? Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them. Have you ever wondered what the word cost means before jumping into action? Cost? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh. You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the Garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help me, then I'll help you.
Берете, накатываете докладную. Сейчас с этим строго.
Fine. Let me drop a single
Давай.
pebble into these stagnant waters and watch the ripples reshape everything.
Просто записывайте
But
на телефон,
you
как он
must
подкатывает.
polish this pebble with your own hands, and it will require
Надо
all
запись
of
сделать
your
тайком.
memories. What will I turn into after that? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny glimpse of it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. Besides, the mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to
Давай,
keep
давай.
acting as you please.
Ну, я не знаю, когда... У нас всегда была возможность тайком пронести что-то.
So, you can't see you, huh? As expected. Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks. But you... How did you overcome the ultimate protocol?
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Offer up all of my memories. Cast down this pebble, and let everything in this world
Be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Is this... the parlor car? Am I back already? But... why don't I remember anything about... my journey back? Something doesn't feel right. God, think back to when he and I separated.
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it would be of great assistance.
This is goodbye then, Lord Donhong. Thank you, Guard. I hope that all of you will be able to overcome this disaster. But I can't remember anything after that, no matter how hard I think.
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
Is that Himiko's voice? And Mr. Yang?
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused. But she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the interastral peace communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini transmitter? Surely it can get through to the IPC's lines.
Himiko, are you all right? I've never seen you this anxious before.
I'm all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for distractions.
Right. Unfortunately, I left that chip in the dreamscape when we departed Penacony.
Am I dreaming? The parlor car feels so strange. Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers have to return safely.
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced nameless. They'll be just fine.
Oh, I'm right here. But where did all of you go?
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphorius.
We can analyze all we want, but the real question is, what can we do right now?
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius's memory zone is extraordinarily full. I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible before the other memo keepers arrive. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hong to follow back home.
March's room. I haven't heard a single peep from her this whole time. March already wasn't feeling very well when he and I set out. Even if this is a dream, I should still check on her. March, it's me. Well, there's no other choice. Sorry, March. This isn't a dream after all.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Don Hong should already be on his way back.
But the Express hasn't detected any traces of him.
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the Express, but fell into the trap of someone with ulterior motives.
No, I've definitely seen them before. But I've lost that memory. The Memo Keeper's mimetic entities are truly everywhere.
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. As long as he's awake enough, he'll find a way out. All he needs is a little concentration, patience, and resolve.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Don Hung has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what you're, but as the guard of the Astral Express, I must ask. Any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
Think with me. Relax. In the abyss's revels, your cries rise. Stand still.
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed.
Don Hung!
Miss Himiko, I'm back. Even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the Memoria barrier. It was not a wise decision to let a memo keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphorius. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are he and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius' circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to...
Are you saying that he has been kidnapped by an unidentified Remembrance Pathstrider?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March 7th?
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected a similar aura in the memory zone. We have no way of knowing what March 7th has experienced. But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that Miss March...
What will happen?
Everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me on this.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back him and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles do the remembrances intruders play in Amphorius?
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help. As part of the deal, do you mind if I share them with you? All right then. Fourth mirror.
Oh, it's finally my turn to shine. Oh, this feels like such a grand occasion.
Третька немножко. Нормально, вон. Проходим.
It's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable assistant. They were the ones who helped you complete the spirit warp jump. Additionally, it was thanks to them that I was able to learn the secrets of that group of extremist memo keepers.
Сегодня на уроке русского учителя отошел на 10 минут. Бывает.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger. I mean, mirror.
You did this through a mirror?
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all memo keepers are as proper as I am. Herta Space Station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42? There's still room
И
for
в
more.
классе было открыто окно, по итогу ты так
I
взял,
carefully
портируешься в
dissected
окно и
the
ушли
memories of
домой.
these
Ну
colleagues
что
of
ж,
mine.
посмотрим,
Individually,
что с
their
ним потом
goals are
будет.
not worth mentioning. But when you piece them all together, you come to a conclusion that can't be ignored. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the Destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphorius's firewall.
So, what did they decide to do?
О, стелескеп.
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now it seems that letting memo keepers guide the right people.
Получила двойку по английскому. Ну, не конец света, неприятно, конечно.
Here was also part of the plan. This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep within the garden.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories? Could they be the cremators?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play here. The majority of memo keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos. Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This is why memo snatchers have been frequenting the Herta space station.
Ну, не понимаю, зачем сразу
Without
орать.
a
Это
doubt,
плохой
these
учитель.
extremists wish to
Потому
record
что
the
орать
cause and
никогда
effect
не имеет
of
смысла на
Iron Tomb's
ребенка, если он не
destruction of
понимает.
the erudition.
Криком точно ничего
They
не
may want to
добьешься.
use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the eons. The Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphorius, giving these people the opportunity to enter. Now, they'll do anything to prevent outside powers from interfering. Because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance. Is what she's doing related to these memo snatchers?
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the
Так.
flash of power came from...
March.
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the firewall, allowing you two to enter Amphorius.
At present, we've lost contact with him. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation within Amphorius. There's no use in agonizing over this, Dan Heng. Our top priority now is to find where that car landed.
Yes.
Вторая группа по-английскому звучала учительница, по итогу они шли домой, мы сели на английском. А, ну это нормальная история.
Yes, conductor.
Я в школе изучала немецкий, но меня засунули в группу по немецкому, не знаю зачем. И, скажем так, у нас постоянно менялись учителя, не было учителей. Бедные ученики у нас английского все время сидели, а мы... Ну, не знаю, нас к ним подсаживали, мы балду просто пинали. Нам нефиг было заниматься.
Welt. And Mr. Screwlum.
Himiko. You seem to be feeling much better now. And Danhung. It's great to be able to talk to you. Once again, we owe Madame Herta a huge favor.
Madame Herta doesn't care much for favors, but she'll be happy to receive everyone's praise. Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Danhung, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphorius's celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Mr. Trailblazer. The two of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present, and your functions are all intact.
Was it March protecting us?
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you two in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria. Conjecture. This substance is connected to the lost Miss March.
Так, что я не это. Смотри, у тебя же лучше химика, я так рада слышать твой голос. Вот это они подъебали. Правда, не про Даньхана, но, по-моему, это химика прям. Угу.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest
Съездили прямо на
first.
планетку. Привет, Керлис.
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of Amphorius?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. We broke through Lygas's firewall after the law was amended.
Нормально все. У меня сегодня первый рабочий день был. Хорошо прошел. Вон сижу это. Наконец-то до сюжетки дошла. Рельсов. Хочу уже на нового Даньхайна посмотреть.
Every minute we delay here could be a year of waiting for him.
Danhung, what are you thinking?
If it was March who helped us get past the firewall initially, then does that mean only he and I have the travel permit for Amphorius right now?
Подожди.
Is a logical inference, Mr. Danhung.
Я нейросеть качал, которую...
Mr. Screwlum, do you have a way to transmit my spirit signal back to Amphorius?
You want to go back? That is far too risky.
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch, there's not much I can do here.
We can't lose you again, Danhung.
Miss Himiko, if we can't get him and March back, how is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Well, I suppose there's no point in trying to dissuade you.
Mr. Yang, Miss Himiko,
Комфай.
I will do everything in my power to
Что
bring
такое,
the
я даже
express
не
crew
знаю.
back together. No one will be left behind.
Комфай. Не, такой не знаю.
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That would be the fragrance of the 7-colored bath salts from Marmorial Palace. A truly splendid journey, if I may say so. With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion.
Что с нами происходит?
Losses were a constant on the flame chase journey, until your radiant arrival turned the tide.
Со всеми классами директор обращается хорошо, почему с нами плохо. Ну, такое бывает. Либо большее количество людей в классе детей, скажем так, не очень ей нравится, либо еще что-то. Сложно сказать. Стоп, подожди.
Perfect timing. Let's head to the meeting.
Так, нас глючит.
I'm wide awake and feeling great.
У меня впечатление, что ГГ глючит.
Who left this note? Strange.
Да. Да, это не настоящее. И не прошлое. Прочитать. Найс.
March. When did she leave this here? Whatever. I'll go ask her myself. Huh?
О, знакомая картина.
All I did was take a bath. How did so many surprises pop up? Better step forward and take a closer look.
Такой привет из Пинокунии.
Keep it down. I think I found him. Who's there?
Не, я не буду пока переключаться на него. Ну-ка, тут все как... Господи, красота-то какая. Что мне нравится, у всех такие маленькие каморочки, а у нас огромная комната. О, Сандей. Тогда понятно, почему пиноконские вейбы.
Is this the Reverie Hotel? Seriously, what is happening?
There you are. What took you so long?
Как мило у меня помпон выглядит, я ее переодела. Гиселенца, она не под кого, она сама основу пачки. Это Кавка под нее. Кавка, лебедь. Гиселенца, это Гиперкерри и ДД. Но она от дотов. Поэтому ты не поставишь ее к Медею, ты не поставишь ее, не знаю, какую-нибудь Герти. Ты под Гиселенцу именно подбираешь пачку.
The vote split 2 against 2. Everything hinges on your vote now.
What do you mean?
And once again, the passenger is talking nonsense.
Ah, young people. Always full of jokes.
What? Their reactions. What's going on?
Нам пытаются, походу, поменять память.
Oh, I get it. You want to play a game with us, right?
Сейчас, секунду. Киридра? Да, она прикольная, она мне не выпала. И, собственно, это меня тоже послало. Март. Увы. Где же прекрасно был. Сейчас, секунду, меня тут кое-что спросили, сейчас я найду. Я Киридру, возможно, потом себе достану. Но ты-то более везучая.
You said you didn't see March. True, she might be hiding somewhere in the lobby. The objective of the game is to uncover where she's hiding. You're her closest companion. If anyone can do it, it's you, right?
Угу. Так, мы должны найти Март.
Is March 7th playing hide and seek with me?
А что это я смотрю? Время посещения воскресенья. Имя посетителя воскресенья, наверное. Послание внимательно слушай голос.
An unsigned guest log.
На то воскресенье.
Wait a second. Why am I looking for March 7th in the guest book?
Короче, мы явно застряли... А? Застряли в переделке памяти. Воскресенье нас пытается, блин, вытащить. Ну-ка, походу, это подсказки от него будут. Ну-ка.
This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A newsflash. The Erudition experimental ground has separated from the
Lord Ravager did not emerge as had anticipated.
In the end, salvation of Amphorius was not only thanks to the 12.
Интересно.
Won't be easy, I know. But you've got this. Find your way back. Find yourself.
Да, это Воскресенский с нами говорит.
Not feeling ready yet?
Wait, everyone is saying...
Так. Ну-ка, 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 ну-ка.
Weird. Did I even make a call?
Hello? Hello? Is that you? I knew you'd call. Missed me, didn't you? Don't worry. We'll see each other very soon. Because the trailblazing journey never really ends, does it?
March.
That's not her. Don't fall for it.
March 7th isn't
Ну,
here.
пернатый, вытягивай нас. Я в него верю.
Faint, fleeting voices are speaking to me. But where are they coming from?
Нужно прислушаться. Еще один сон Энны.
I went through something like this before, back in Penacony.
Да не только на Пенаконе,
Not
по-моему.
even Lycus's prison could hold me. I found my way out. Keep it together. I know I can do this.
Так, прислушаться к мелодии гармонии, поймать этот розовый, позволить себе тонуть. Не-не-не, к мелодии гармонии. Мы прислушиваемся.
I found you. You did well. Soar. Break free from the cage of Memoria. Let harmony become your wings.
A clever little trick. But stealing a fledgling from someone
Ветреную
else's
даму?
nest,
Какую?
not exactly the pinnacle of integrity, is it?
Ветреная дама, единственное, Кири... А, все, я поняла, да.
Did you find her?
Вот которая из Калибура орёт.
It's a futile game, isn't it?
Не, она хороша, но я не стала.
You don't have to go to such lengths to find March 7th.
Because in this memory zone, March is everywhere.
We're protecting March 7th's wish. You... you seriously can't sense it? She doesn't want to say goodbye to the Trailblaze. She wants to keep traveling together. Forever and ever. We are her memo sprites. For the sake of her wish, we must give it our all. Finally, the timing is just right. A thrilling damsel in distress rescue. Wait, maybe I got that backwards. It's me, Cyrene, but now I'm in my mem form. Seriously, one mysterious and
Герлис, а ты видел анимации Кирены? Ты видел эту сахарную вату?
Why run away?
А куда?
What does it take to make you understand?
А, наверх?
Step 1. Stop scaring him already.
Выпустите меня.
In this form, I'm way more suited for the memory zone. I'm totally in my element. Grab my hand. Let's hide away in the deepest corner of your memories. Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie.
Я все равно пока до конца не понимаю, я, возможно, профукала мотивацию темени.
The space station, where it all began for you. Looks like we made it. What's that?
Ну, короче, она реально там выходит за нас замуж. Она в свадебном платье, она делает свадебный шатер, одевает кольцо на палец, надевает. Там, я не знаю, свадебные колокола звучат. Честно, я понимаю, вот если бы она не была супер имбой, господи, насколько это мимо меня. Насколько я не целевая аудитория, которую они видят, собственно, при создании Кирены. Но тебе, наверное, понравится.
Yes, this memory is all too real.
Но она настолько сахарная, настолько слащавая.
You sound really nostalgic. Want to take a closer look? Go ahead. Think of it as a glimpse into the past. I'll stay right here. I promise not to disturb you.
Ну так начало прям.
What's this? Memories, from before I woke up?
So, Silverwolf, how long till he wakes?
Hard to say. Maybe a few more minutes. By the way, that part in the script, could this be the right moment?
Ну, у тебя будет лесбийская свадьба.
Yes, looks like we're on the same page. In that case... Listen.
Тори киряется Лизия, Лизия жена замужем за человечеством в ГГД в отношении к миру. Ты понимаешь, ты играла в Ханкай, ты про это в курсе. Я как чел, который мимо, для меня Кирена это Кирена, существующая только only в этой игре. Для меня, блядь, это непонятно. Мне непонятно, почему она замужем. Я понимаю. Мне уже сказали, что там замужем за всем человечеством. Я понимаю эту формулировку, но я не понимаю сути. Поэтому для меня это выглядит максимально странно, потому что вот в условиях игры я не понимаю этого. Ну да, я как бы вообще мимо, ты хотя бы более-менее кого-то знаешь. То есть я как понимаю, они зелень не перетаскивали настолько. Броньку они не перетаскивали настолько. Вельт, ну Вельт старый дед, понятно. Химека тут оригинальная. Или Химико. Покарана, ну, я знаешь, я тогда буду ждать. Мне интересно, эта свадьба в условиях вот этого пиздеца, который у нас происходит. Пока что это для меня выглядит просто способ продажи Кирены как Элизии. Все. Но, блядь, из-за того, что она супер имба, мне придется ее крутить. А она супер имба. Но именно как баффер. Ну, посмотрим. Свадьба будет, понятно, окей, надеюсь. Я как минимум надеюсь, они обещали сразу Рекалор выпустить вместе с ней. И Рекалор для меня будет как-то поприятнее, чем свадебное платье. Так, ну-ка, подожди, стоп. А потом забудь. Ты переживешь предательство? Я бы не сказала, что Март нас предала, или про какое она предательство.
So before you hear these words, I don't want you to consider this a prophecy. You arrived at this moment because
Мне нужны подробности того, как мы были охотником за столаронами, потому что мы, блядь, явно им были.
I don't know what you'll have endured, or whether you'll still believe in me. But if there's even a trace of doubt in your heart,
кстати, да, приветики, я забыла поздороваться. Я пытаюсь понять сюжетку.
It was a wish from the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the
Я серьезно, мне нужны подробности нашего бытия как охотника за столаронами.
Mark this number. 4. According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end. And on your journey, you shall encounter them.
Ну, погоди, это наш четвертый уже путь.
Destruction.
Я пока ее не поняла, я жду это. Я жду пока сюжета. Ответственно, да. Да я тоже. Разрушение, гармония, небытие. А стоп! Ну, я пыталась ее крутить, на 80-й мне пришла химека, поэтому я поняла, что я без темени. Кастория у меня обойдется Элизией, которая Кирена. Так, разрушение мы были, гармония мы были, а небытие мы не были. Мы сейчас... Какой последний путь? Ну, память, походу.
Easy now. Trust what you remember.
Но мы еще не были
The
небытием.
fourth path has yet to fully reveal their face. And that's why the journey's worth it. Even in a predetermined script, there's room for
Кручу
us
себе
to
консту
mold
на Арчера и не
possibilities
колышет.
into shapes.
Не, норм. Я я плюнула, я выкрутила конус на Химека, но опять же пришло прям на жестком гарантии. Ой, на Химека, господи, на Герту. Я теперь коплю на конус для Данчика. Вот который сохранение, я ему выролю этот конус больно хороший. Угу. Угу.
What expands your journey through life. As in the past, even while achieving so much,
Сука, мне нужны подробности.
you never let go of your pursuit of freedom.
Ну, кстати, конста на Арчера, если C1, я помню, она клевая. Я на нее тоже прям посматривала.
That was so sincere. I might actually tear up a little.
Now we all live within the script, but adding a little color to the lines has never been forbidden.
Are you going to say more about those branching storylines? Never mind. That's not to tempt fate. Get ready. He's about to wake up.
Come back to yourself. Kafka said that when my link to the remembrance deepens, this memory will resurface.
А знаешь, почему у нас сейчас последует кризис неминуемый? Потому что мы, блядь, идем на следующая планета, планета радости, где нас за ручку будут водить Искорка и Сампа. Это точно ничем хорошим не закончится. Прям 100%. Чем Сампа я больше верю, чем в Искорку.
But even a Stellaron hunter can't fully grasp the trailblazing journey. Just as I thought. It all begins with March 7th, doesn't it? Even if the Express had never arrived at Amphorius, her secret would have come to light.
И по-другому на все смотреть. В плане перепроходить. Тогда бояться нечего, это логичный вывод. Давление как будто нарастает, но...
The pressure's really starting to build. I can barely think straight.
Где мой пернатый?
I need to clear my head and go find Cyrene.
А, не проходил. А, да, Кирена, все.
It's a breakthrough! A breakthrough! How could that little pink girl possibly beat us?
Сказала девочка с розовыми волосами.
You really don't know how to behave, do you? You were meant to stay in those beautiful memories and wait for all the disasters to pass.
Так, куда Кирену дели?
Oh, triple-faced soul. Cast your light upon us. Let no darkness remain concealed.
Она очень зефирная, вот именно в своем таком облике.
Someday?
О, узнал?
Raise your hands high and embrace this boundless light.
Я бы хотела, чтобы Сандей с нами остался. Но он же, блин, где-то выйдет.
This stage really brings back memories.
Yes. For you, I suppose it's been a long time, hasn't it? None of this would have been possible without Miss Cyrene. Even while engulfed by Memoria, She fought to stay in contact with the geniuses. Only then, through tuning, was I able to undo the memory zone's effect on you.
Да, цвет-то красивый. Мне просто, не знаю, для меня перебор с сахарной ватой. Именно когда она вот целиком все ее анимации проще. Я еще в отеле это почувствовала, где Кирена. Гармония такая опасная.
Step onto the stage first. Ms. March will come for us soon, and she won't be alone. Those memo sprites will follow.
Мне пока что интересно, этот червяк это кто? Это что? Я видела босса червяка, и он меня немного напугал.
Please, be careful. Amphorius is being overwhelmed by an unusually violent Memoria tide. I'll do all I can, but even that might not be enough. Black and pink.
Бежим!
Two memories twisted together. Yes, Madam Herta. I've made contact with him. Understood. I'll carry out my part as expected.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the harmony.
О, уже по нему бьют.
Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly profound, but playtime's over. This ocean we created, according to her wish. This journey that flows on without end. Don't any of you
Для меня просто темень пока что злая, потому что злая. Я не пойму. Либо я профукала, либо я не... Реально, пока я не понимаю. Давай, давай.
There's no time to regroup. I've prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber and return to reality. Come on.
Okay.
I'll bring you out.
Out. Self-righteous path strider of the harmony. You think you can do that? Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
Ну, он пытался. Ладно, мне пока что реально очень ёбасный нужен.
That was way too close. Good thing I was there to fish you out.
Sunday, are you all right?
Mr. Yang, I couldn't get him out. I'm sorry.
Is it true that March is behind all of this?
Yes. And no. That Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance, but what lies inside.
Ну почему вообще ничем?
I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
Одежда другая.
Can't you come up with an analogy? I thought that was your thing.
That Miss March feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense but utterly pure protectiveness.
Protectiveness?
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphorius, perhaps March 7th experienced... No.
Не, Март 7 у нее ничего не отбирала. По сути, пока что похоже, что темень — это буквально ее отражение. То есть идея фикс защищать Даньхэна и ГГшку осталась, но по характеру, по всем остальным, она реально как будто отражение противоположное.
Has Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track?
You don't need to worry. She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status?
Хитро они придумали.
Within the memory zone.
То есть он отвлекал.
The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take matters into her own hands. This means she's chosen to stand against the Garden of Recollection.
Even so, I must think long term.
Когда, блин, будет ее Рерана? Дайте мне женщину, я хочу эту женщину себе.
Why is it so quiet here?
Реально, я дважды она меня продинамила, и на третий раз я должна ее выкрутить.
Like broken memories all mixed together. Memo snatchers should be swarming into Amphorius. I was expecting this place to be very lively. So, how did they end up like this? Now I'm getting very an empty shell. The consciousness that maintained this Dharmakaya has disappeared. So efficient. Not a single trace left behind. Alternatively, she might have sacrificed herself for an even more mysterious purpose. Either way, what exactly made these fanatical believers end up like this? Memory. It is indeed a deep ocean of dangerous allure, where fascinating secrets always hide beneath the waters. I keep getting the feeling that the same thing happened in Penacony.
Поймала.
Get ready. We're about to head off. Is it really gonna be okay? That world's surrounded by a mass of chaotic material. That white band of light has already foiled our plans multiple times.
Don't worry. After the pink girl from the Astral Express broke into Amphorius.
По атакам? Ну, я бы сказала только разве красным цветом, потому что тут все-таки медузки красные. А у этой, у камелии, красные камелии. У нее цветы.
What are you so happy for? Aren't things gonna get messier with more irrelevant people turning up? What if those trailblazers find the seat of remembrance before we do?
Then we'll just steal it back. Simple. By the way, there's a messenger and a memo keeper on that express. We don't know where they stand on this matter. So make sure they don't notice you when you make your move.
You folks are truly everywhere. These memo snatchers are different from the previous husks. These ones seem to have had contact with him.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now.
This memory ends so abruptly.
Ну да, у нее имя-то Камелия. Камелия это цветок.
It appears the secrets ahead are even murkier than I imagined.
Фига улов.
What a bizarre sight.
It's spinning out of control! Everything's out of control! Why did no one tell us? That girl is the Memo Keeper's nemesis!
Is she talking about March 7th?
That Evernight, Those black memo sprites. They swallowed everything. Those who came here first all drowned. Not even a trace of their consciousness was left behind. I wish I'd never come here. I don't want anything to do with Amphorius anymore. Please! I'm begging you.
Я даже боюсь представить, что она с ними делала.
You've involved too many innocent people just to obtain the memory of an eon's fall. You deserve this. But I'm not here to blame you. That entity you call Evernight. Tell me everything you know about her. We may yet bring a glimmer of hope for those who are still alive in there.
Eden, a blessed insight.
Huh?
So that's what happened. We were tricked. We are the sacrifice. The garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava abandoned us. She just wants to find her lost sisters. Find them, kill them, reclaim them.
Я смотрю, темень прям порезвилась.
If a new life is to be born,
ну, скажем так, у них там свои были причины, но они явно не ожидали вот такого.
I can finally understand your fears now. Thank you for the information. It was very valuable. I'll take your remaining consciousness out of here as a gesture of thanks. It'll serve as both protection and a punishment. You'll reunite with your peers in a genius's mirror, where you can reflect long and hard on your past actions.
Плюс у них, скажем так, в саде воспоминаний у них не одна фракция, которая между собой соперничает. И Амфореус — это, в принципе, скажем так, очень лакомый кусочек, который все бы хотели себе приобрести в пользование по разным причинам. Поэтому очень много причин было, почему они все сюда полезли.
These little critters look scary, but they're not so tough to handle after all. Though the surging Memoria tide swept my friend away, I must return to his side before Miss Evernight succeeds. Another one of these stealth missions, huh? Help me out here, friends in our world. A scorching and dangerous aura. This power shares the same origin as Finan.
Гадай, почему?
And then there's that enigmatic, bottomless aura that seems to jolt awake at midnight. Must be Miss Evernight.
Так, стелс, что ли? У нас сейчас стелс будет?
Light over there. Full of energy, yet uncontrollable. More familiar than the others. As if it's coming from someone close by. Could it be... my friend? Maybe it's the Stellaron he mentioned. Memories of the Stellaron are flowing deep within the Memoria tide. Let's go there to find my friend.
Угу.
Ugh, jeez. So many little ones gathered here. Did you know I was coming? You're being a bit too enthusiastic, aren't you?
Ага, еще какой сюрприз.
Thankfully, his presence hasn't weakened. I feel like I'm getting a bit closer. Huh? They're guarding something. Is that my friend's photo stone? What's it doing here? These memo sprites are completely still. It's as if they're drawn to this thing. This is a...
О! Поменялся.
An even cuter memo sprite. No wonder the photo stone can't store more memories. Have you been hiding in there all along?
Find my travel companions.
What? How... could that mean?
My companions.
Are you... March 7th?
The sky is burning, and the streets are empty. It's just like how things were last time. How long can the encryption key you wrote for me last, Mr. Screwlum?
That is difficult to project. Logic. It is currently unclear how the unknown variable, Miss March, conducts her interference. Please rest assured that I will extract you on time before the encryption key expires.
But that means I will no longer be able to hack in via the same method. I only have one chance.
The maze of the Remembrance is starting to change. I cannot remain your guide on your path forward. That is why we had to form a temporary alliance.
Что-то мне кажется, мы не успеем дойти до Даньхэна в образе дракона нового. А я хотела.
I express my utmost respect for your courage to personally face such dangers.
Lygus?
Your enmities, well within my calculations.
Allow me to reiterate that Lord Anaxagoras now has a firm grasp on your crucial weakness. If you still plot to harm the Nameless, then you will find that the Society's previous warnings were not empty threats.
I understand. I'll only do what needs to be done.
Вырубил.
I never imagined that I'd one day walk alongside a genius who offered himself to the destruction.
My stance has never changed. The erudition's ruin.
Господи, как же больно ему пятку-то оттоптали.
But before that,
как же у него до сих пор горит.
Be very willing to witness the reunion of the Nameless and to escort you on your way home.
More like her appearance completely interrupted your plans, even forcing you to seek out collaboration. I'll remember that.
Your words are as sharp as ever. But remember,
Я надеюсь, он не будет с Даньхэном ходить и ему, блин, наседать на уши. Мне хватило это в прошлой сюжетке. Он, блин, заебал болтать. Я по-другому не могу без мата, он реально... Это ужас какой-то. Я уже устала от его болтовни.
You created this wasteland before us with your own hands.
Such sights are no longer able to...
Да, тот экспериментатор, а чё я могу? А, ну, блин, я не буду пока его ставить. Хотя, чисто по приколу можно сделать вот так. Вот. Вот так. Ну... В принципе, можно вот так. Вот так. И обязательно нам нужно вот так.
You are actually moved by their defiance?
I'm sorry to say, I never was.
И бегаем мы разрухой, главное. Угу. Не, ну шикарен же. Как много темени.
These memo sprites. Is it her?
The mimetic entities of the remembrance are everywhere. That lady wove a giant web in my...
Короче, темень тут прям... Я не знаю, воплощает из себя вирус. Она выступает в роли вируса, по сути.
Sounds like you two have quite the history already.
Any variables that desire to influence the experiment deserve my attention.
But you never mentioned her before. Could even a genius of the erudition get his brains hacked?
Lord Don Hong, I'm simply stating a fact. That lady is also a threat to you.
Он прям везде пытается найти себе помощников. То он пытался нас на что-то убедить. Теперь Даньхэна пытается тоже как себе расположить.
As if she had an unquenchable hatred against that path. Contradictions are often the keys to the truth. Lady March 7th's past is a bottomless darkness.
Да, она по сути вирус сейчас.
Do you expect me to join forces with you because of that? All I need to know is that she has something to do with March 7th's past.
Fine. I am only giving you a possibility for you to ponder. The choice is still in your hands. A heavy past is like an everlasting night. As to what kinds of sins lurk within, you should know that better than I do, former Vidyadhara High Elder.
Yes, I indeed know how to face the past. Better than you do.
Он?
First.
Кто, Ликург? Нет, Ликург — это создатель. Хотя нет, он не создатель, он администратор. По сути, считаю, он сисадмин. Мы с ГГшкой тут новые кусочки кода с собой воплощаем. А вот Март — это вирус. Это прям определенно вирус. О, это новенькие.
I didn't think there were still some that got away.
Explain.
They are thieves from the garden. They have long coveted this world, but it always been kept out. They finally got a chance thanks to your efforts. Unfortunately, they ran
Подожди, эти монстры это бывшие эти товарищи сада воспоминаний. Офигеть.
One by one, reducing them to mere husks. Those who were lucky enough to escape her drowned in the black tide.
Ликурга, собственно, детище обидел, ему же ничего не поможет. Вот да, реально, от того, что ему там это, ну, настолько, я не знаю, поперек горла, это капец у него обидка. Март 7? Нет, пока непонятно. Антивирус это, по сути, наверное, будет наша ГГшка. Нам даже не антивирус, в принципе, спасение всего мира. Конечно, он не будет драться, он что, дурак? Но серьезно, мне очень нравится обидка Зандара. Она прекрасная, она настолько естественная. Но темень это вирус, да, но хз, как Март воспринимать. Я бы скорее сказал, что Март это тоже новый кусочек кода, который и породил этот вирус.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Rise! Watch your head.
Like that, huh?
All in. Serenity is before me.
Мне нравится, как Авантюрин набирает стаки. Это прекрасно. Господи, ульту, ну такой мизер хп, ну ладно, похрен. Ну, вирус красивый, не спорю.
Let's get back on our previous topic.
Да ни хрена не говори с ним, он тебя задолбает.
To steal Iron Tomb's memories.
That sounds like a surefire way of destroying themselves.
Well, our views differ on that. They had a chance to reach the truth precisely because they did not fear death. That futile world-bearer turned himself into a seal in this cycle, attempting to suppress the black tide spread.
Так, это Фейнон.
His golden blood soaked into the ocean tides and covered the earth, etching the scar of destruction into this world. And that scar shall point the way forward for you. Erudition, destruction, remembrance. When the three paths cross once again, Amphorius shall face a most magnificent end.
Ну какая же офигенная музыка. Потому что могу.
Cloud.
I have witnessed 30 million futile ends atop
А мог бы пойти пивка попить, блять.
You may not agree with me, But I've always believed that this number has made me the person who understands Kozlana the most. This is also where he decapitated me on that day and pointed his sword at the Aeon of Destruction. He suffered a tragic defeat, but also achieved a legendary deed. A drop of burning golden blood. The blood that will cleanse the world.
Это мы помним из ролика.
From the gods' womb.
Красиво было.
Nanook? Fiden managed to hurt them?
Yes. It melded into Kozlana's body, becoming the Destruction's final blessing. If you wish to dispel the fog and find that March 7th, then go.
Пробуди его гнев кого? Фейнона или Нанука? Но Нанука как-то совсем опасно идти.
In the most concealed corner of Amphorius. Only the most ferocious will can break through the memory zone and illuminate her footsteps. Just like how the blazing sun can only rise at the end of the Evernight.
How do I know this won't be another trick of yours?
Да, это является частью его черного заговора, вот 100 пудов.
I have nothing to gain from helping you to work together. But in this cycle, Kozlana never answered my calls.
Я только рассмотрела, у него вон на внутренней стороне бедра, ну, в принципе, вон. Это порты.
Or perhaps he is still awake, still fighting the whispers of the black tide.
Выглядят как порты.
Deep down, I only wish that you and the esteemed Trailblazer could bring me an answer.
Я верно понимаю, что он хочет, чтобы мы подрались с Фейноном, который впитал в себя кровь Нанука. Звучит как охренительно глупый план. Ну ладно.
Is there really no other way? How long has it been for you? Kozlana. Finen. I'm back. What?
The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate. Behind that hatred, you seem to desire the
Фейнон там,
destruction
походу,
of self.
созревает пока что.
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey. What you stand to lose weighs far heavier than life itself.
It is because you suffer that you are so much stronger than any ordinary person.
Partner. And done hung.
Oh.
You still remember us?
Those two names are like brands.
Then I'll tell you that those two names only appeared for a blink of an eye in your long journey. But we once fought together to protect this holy city beneath our feet. And we witnessed each other's resolve at this very cliff.
I have forgotten everything except the belief I had when I set off. Even this body is as alien to me as your words. All I know is that I must imprison the destruction that swallows all.
What if I tell you that we're here for the same thing? Look at what this world has become. You know what it's waiting for. Even if you've forgotten everything, I still believe that you'll make the right choice, like you did in the past.
When have we ever had a choice? When were we ever masters of this world's fate? Even though I shoulder the dreams of millions of lives, I could only forge the destruction's evil will.
No.
Everyone I know is dead. And the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces. So, be gone. This body never existed to carry out deliverance.
Смотри, как же он офигенно
There's no need to
озвучивает.
be so serious. Sorry, I had a really long nap and all the bad memories woke up first. Long time no see, partner.
Well,
Я смотрю, его
it was
раздробило.
only a very brief farewell for me.
We once walked side by side and trusted each other to watch our backs. That memory will never fade away, even if all else does. And because it was so precious and hidden so deep in my heart, it needed more time. To wake up. Trailblazing. What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds, that is also a titan revered by the masses. There is no need to further confirm your resolve. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphorius. Stand with me, and become heroes! Did you hear that? Heroes! I have never forgotten the weight of that word.
Вот эта его тема, она потрясающая, музыкальная.
I am no longer a hero. And the only thing remaining in me is the boundless flames of wrath. But lighting a fire can also illuminate the path ahead. Everyone I know is dead. And the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces. But there is still a group of heroes that I know. And they will bring the true tomorrow to Amphorius.
Я сижу и плавлюсь. Господи, как это офигенно.
This body never existed to carry out deliverance. It only ever burned for world-bearing. So, I'm going to head towards tomorrow first. Don't make me wait too long, Donna. Partner.
Deal.
What if we were born from the destruction? There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come.
Let
us go to the other side of the night. We know that the dawn is there, and the blazing sun destined to rise.
It won't be too long before our paths cross again.
There is a ruckus coming from the Grove of Epiphany. It is time for you to set out, my lord. I have another notice for you. In this cycle, an eccentric demigod deviated from their flame-chased destiny. In a history known by none, Terravox, the Earth, fell. This matter has remained extremely mysterious, contradicting the extrapolations of 30 million cycles. I have reasons to suspect it also has something to do with Lady March 7th.
As of now, clues that yield no conclusions are not important. Finan already pointed me in the right direction. Open the way.
Так, Зандар отправил Данькхена в Залегендие.
Lord Danhong is gone. You can now speak your mind, Lord Anaxagoras.
Thanks for the honor. And here I thought you weren't ever going to acknowledge your old friend. The Inspiration Circus recorded that you have led me up Dawn Cloud countless times. And the last time was right in the previous cycle. Oh, and Kefali even lowered their hand to welcome.
Surely you didn't move into my head to browse such trivial content. But if that's the case, I wouldn't mind recalling.
Как все прикалываются над его любовью к геозаврам.
You seem pretty relaxed.
Indeed. The experiment's variable will be eliminated by my enemy's very hands. A beautiful way to kill two birds with one stone, isn't it? You know very well that everything I said about that Remembrance Pathstrider was true. Both my hypothesis regarding her identity and my recommendations to Lord Danhong.
Yes, I know. You haven't told a single lie so far. But I noticed your thoughts would generate a curious ripple whenever you mentioned her. It's almost like you were deliberately trying to hide something into the depths of your brain.
А, типа он не врет, а не договаривает.
Talking in such a blunt way, I'm assuming you haven't actually found any concrete evidence.
That is correct. Thanks to that mechanical body, you can control the boundaries of your thoughts, opting to only show partial
Блин, как же Анакса прекрасен.
Pity that I still managed to grasp a shiver
Ему
of fear
хотелось
that
бы
escaped
консты
your
покрутить, но,
control,
блин.
and I traced it upstream to discover one single word. Lycurgus, tell me, what is the Demiurge?
Демиург — это тот червяк?
The grove. Even the branches and leaves of the sacred tree have been dyed gold. Finan gave his all for him. Now that the destruction has quelled the Memoria Tide, it's time for me to go deeper into the grove.
Ну.
Who's there?
Блин, ну нам бы заканчивать на самом деле время. Создатель всего этого? Ну, создала изначально Нус. Но ей не очень понравилось, она выбросила этот скипетр, этот мир. И там уже потом его нашел Ликург. И, скажем так, чуть-чуть перепрограммировал под свои цели. Ладно, чуть-чуть сейчас посмотрим и пойдем.
That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all creatures from their slumber. And you, visitor from beyond the sky, you have no intention of listening to the cries
Ну что, будем во
of the
вторник
earth.
проходить? Я не уверена, что во вторник мы, правда, успеем закончить.
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kefali's children. Is it not natural that the offspring of
Я
Georgios
надеялась,
would
мы
take
дойдем до
on
Дани
their duty?
нового.
I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings.
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the transmutation arcanum not precisely your
Так, начали давить на больное.
descendant of the permanence?
How do you know about... Was it March 7th?
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria Tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast aside your duty as a flame chaser and joined her. Why?
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than existence. The birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, they are unable to live on in the World-Bearer's memories. But Evernight is the master of remembrance, and I saw your story in the Veil of Evernight.
Vidyadara, the permanence, tracking transmutation, resurrect.
Ну, опять эти.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death, demigod.
And what of it? This body is soaked in filthy golden blood. The earth is hungry, and only the permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
Мне нравятся эти твари, они прекрасны.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
society is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
World-cleansing dragon.
It's on me.
Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Rise!
А, Натусик, Натуц, ты тут? Ты меня еще слышишь?
It's endless. Has the Memoria tide returned?
Говорю, у них хорошо, хотя другой. Нет, тут по-другому, реально, другая ситуация.
Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully imbibed?
Так, видимо, она отошла. Ладно, потом ей скажу тогда. А Данькозавр идет к ним. Ладно, разобрался.
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam.
Это Данькозавр?
Do you not
Да, это
remember
Данькозавр.
me? After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
А почему у него облик Данькозавра?
Danfeng?
У Данькозавра другой наряд был.
Is this another memo snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways, I won't ever forget you.
So, who is that giant?
That is Amphorius' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray.
А, и теперь будет, кто кого сожрет, понятно.
Dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it.
Блин, как оно круто выглядит.
You and I know that all life in the universe covets permanence.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like you?
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be far from the end of this journey.
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention of passing judgment on Danfeng, and I have even less desire to become entangled with him again. I only have one concern right now. Bringing my companions back safely. You can either help me deal with these abominations, or return to the shadows of memory. Danfeng.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria Tide still run rampant. Let me accompany you through these rooms.
А как он поможет
You
нам?
could use the help. And presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons won't just let things rest.
Do as you please. I'm moving ahead. Speaking of Terravox,
ладно, на этом
his
уже
aggression
точно
just
надо
now
будет
was
заканчивать, к
probably some
сожалению.
distraction.
Все-таки пятничка.
His madness is plain as
Сейчас
day.
они не договорят.
I agree.
Ну-ка. А, это обычный, понятно. А, подождите, еще одна роща?
It's all yours.
Химерки. Господи. Какие они славные. Я не думаю, реально, я не думаю, что мы пройдем за вторник оставшуюся часть сюжета. Мне кажется, мы там только ее начали, чуть-чуть так ножкой топнули. Так что давайте, правда, пожелаю всем хороших выходных. Всем пока-пока. Семножка, видимо, уже убежала спать. Так что в понедельник, наконец-то, Ведьмак будет. Да нам пора-то со свадьбы там вылезти. Вот. Так что всем всего хорошего. До встречи.